My dear students of class 12, today's activity for you is to measure the moisture content in the various type of soil sample. Here I am taking 4 different type of soil, that is the garden soil, crop field soil, then the roadside soil and the playground soil. So the water content in the soil will vary from soil to soil because of the presence of humus or absence of humus. So let's start with the activity. Samples of soil. I have already sun dried this soil beforehand so that we can get the accurate result. There may be some moisture within the soil, but most of the moisture is sun dried and evaporated, so that we can conduct the experiment very soon. So I have to just clean this soil and I have to remove all these debris and the rocks and pebbles, okay, before I heat the soil in the fire. So this is one of the soil from the crop field, this is from the playground, this is from the roadside, and this one from the garden. Okay, so let's start with the activity. Children, I have to weight the empty beaker. See, look here, it is 104.6 gram. So I have to reduce this weight from the amount of soil after weighing. Now I have to take the soil and re-weight it in the beaker. Let's do it. So here you can see I am setting 0 again and weighing the beaker along with the soil. It is 25 gram. I have taken crop field soil, you can see. So we have to take 25 gram or 30 gram, say whatever amount you want to take. So it should be same for all the soil samples. So here I am taking 25 gram of the soil for each type. As yesterday there was a rain, so the soil was completely wet. So for that I have sun dried the soil a bit so that at least I can weigh and get the result. Get the result accurately, so I sun dried it. So as we have measured already, the empty beaker is 104.6. So after putting 25 gram of soil, it becomes 129.6. Now I have to take this beaker and completely evaporate the water or moisture present in the soil. So let's do it. Now the next soil sample is the roadside soil. Here I have to take the weight of the beaker along with the soil. You see it is 129.6. Yes, 129.6 is the weight. Now I have to weight it and then I have to dry it in the heat. So see students, the weight of the beaker is 129.6 along with the soil, and before that it was 104.6 without the soil. Now let's go and heat the soil. Now the next soil is garden soil. The garden soil, the weight of the beaker before putting the soil is, you see, 112.8. After putting the soil it is 137.8. So let me dry and see what will be the weight of the soil. We all know that garden soil contains a lot of humus and organic matter. Actually, let's dry it and see. Now the next is the playground soil. Let me weight the playground soil. Let me set 0, and yes, see the reading, it is 174.4. so before putting the soil into it, it was 149.4. actually I have already weighed the soil beforehand and 25 gram of each type and put. Now next part of this activity is to dry the soil. Let's go and do it. Now students, I am going to heat the beaker. So this is the crop field one. I am going to keep it here and trying to evaporate the water, okay, present in the soil. And this is the roadside soil that I want to evaporate it here. Let it evaporate. Now children, let's evaporate the other two soil sample, that is the playground and the garden soil. So in this manner I will take some time to evaporate the two soil. So all these four type of soil will be evaporated, and then we can measure the weight of the dry soil again. So let's evaporate, and I'm doing some work by the time, and then we'll measure it again. So you can see, students, the soil is completely dried. So I have to wait for more than 45 minutes or 1 hour nearly to dry the soil, and after drying you can see the weight. It is 127.4 gram. That means while taking the soil it was 129.6 in the moist condition, along with the weight of the empty jar, which was about 104.6. So after taking 25 gram it was 129.6, and after heating the moisture was evaporated, it is 127.4. So roughly 2 gram of water was there in the crop field soil. So now see the garden soil, after evaporation of the water from the soil, the weight is 128.2. Yes, 128.2. So before it was 137.8. So you can see nearly 9.6 gram of water has been evaporated from the soil, which is more than that of the crop field soil. You can understand from this value that more amount of humus may be present. That is the reason behind it. See, garden soil, actually lot of leaves, fallen leaves, fruits, and even humus is added, gobar is added, and it is lot of humus. So humus, if it is present in the soil, then the water holding capacity will be surely high, and moisture will be high. Next, go for the next soil. So next soil is the playground soil. Now let's weight it. So before drying the soil, the initial weight was 174.4 gram. So along with the soil it was 174.4. So 149.4 was the weight of the empty jar or the beaker. Now after weighing, see, after drying it is 171.4. So roughly 3 gram of water was there in the soil. Now you may think that why is the playground soil having more water content than the crop field soil? Yes, there is one answer for me. I think playground, actually you see in the playground lot of grazing animals are also there. Every time you can see they often they add their fecal matter, but in the crop field nowadays actually agriculture is done by fertilizer, so no much you see manure is there, so water holding capacity may be less, so that may be the reason. So finally, this is the last soil sample, roadside sample. Okay, so after drying you can see 128.6. Initially along with the water it was 129.6. So there was 1 gram of water only in the roadside soil that has evaporated, and after evaporation the dry soil weight is 128.6. So what is the reason behind the less amount of water content in this roadside soil? Because roadside soil do not contain humus. Okay, so the topsoil is eroded, there is always there are vehicles, and the erosion takes place. So that is why the percolation rate is much more and water holding capacity is much less, and that is the reason why there is only 1 gram of water that was there in the soil and evaporated, and the maximum was in the garden soil. So that's all about the activity. So my dear students, hope you understood the topic of the water holding capacity of various type of soil samples. So you need to make the calculations yourself. I have given the values, so do it. And if you have liked the experiment, okay, then please do comment me. Thanks for watching.